These are true tales of a god. Let's speak of this shit, motherfucker. When I first came out here, you looked high. But I couldn't help losing my concentration over the sound of your knees, and now you're just looking dead scared. But it's fine. Let's get on with this shit. I gotta give you props, dog. You either the dumbest or the dumbest motherfucker I know having to step into the open gates of hell alone. But since you're already here, then let's start fucking with some battle shit. I said, yo, I will pimp slap your soul out of you and that'll be a cold case in hell of an identity theft. Ooh. It's ironic because none of these motherfuckers know you, but they already know that you ain't enough to beat a god. And for you, we'd have to take a battle with pairs to do that. And the fact that you can't really stand and that the shit that you do is equivalent to every Julius Malema operation. This shit is far-fetched and absurd. I said, yo, I got this cannibalistic character and instincts that will randomly flip quick on some sick shit and make you wish Musa never missioned out and was actually here battling instead this instant. Even on a narrow distance to defeat, I'm a soldier, survivor, full of hope. You, fool's hope. You can wax till your fuse pop. I won't even need a silencer to silence here. I'll just put a barrel on a cushion like a pool ball. I said, hey, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Let me work this nigga. I said, hey, yo, I got twin clocks with a hammer like H3 that'll bang bang and push you to the end of my sentence, which means it'll leave your forehead with a dot like a full stop. And your bitch is more hairy than Porter, and the results of you not fucking her right actually had her flying out of your life on that broomstick. Cause your magic wasn't proper. She told me she needs better erection in life. And I figured if you can't even fuck right, then it's not just you, then your whole movement probably needs better direction in life. Cause if they thought that Miss Bitch over here was taking me out, then your whole crew's fags. Said, yeah, me, I'm Elohim God One past the astrophysics lyricist. The only thing common between you and I is we both ahead of our times. But I'm so ahead of my time, I feel like every clock I've looked at is actually chasing me. You so ahead of your time, this is not a battle for you, this is Judgment Day. So you stand before a God, technically speaking, these are just lessons to your afterlife. I'm a G to the core. I fucks with anything that walk. Y'all can call me a pervert with intentions. Even in Gauteng, I never needed a navigator to get me the GPS.
Past a lot of shit. Like how his raps are irrelevant and he keeps trying to come back with the same recycled patterns and the illiterate eloquence. However, do not be fooled by the art of concept, diction, and the stagnant glorified punchlines and sequence. He's a big word juggler who's probably bipolar and suffers from a mental defect. I mean, this guy, in his every battle, he fucks his opponent's girl. That I fucked your chick line is getting a little bold, bro. What the fuck do you think you are? A universal dildo, an international manhole? I don't know. And it's always gonna be talking about niggas' moms. How would you feel if I invited yours early to this battle for no cause? Fuck that bitch just who's dry beat the first day she reaches the menopause. And we discover some regurgitating sores that had similar symptoms under those big nose, so it's clear that behind closed doors he goes down on his mom and that's one of his fucking chores. I heard your sweet songs with bars about how hard you are. On that one cup, one cigar, you sounded like a baritone maraza, singing sweet serenade. See, I should pull you by your tenny and make you chew up 2 grenades to blow his top off, cause the shit is already pointless like unfinished pyramids. You remember this? You were holding invisible guns at Willie Rod talking about click clack and bam bam. You a fucking twist, fam. How you gonna shoot anyone when the closest to touching a gun is when you bump into policeman? Look at the shopper's biggest dad. Look at Ben Sharper's biggest stand, making a suicidal decision like vampires going for a suntan. And even Jesus Christ wouldn't let you out of this lion's den. You see, you used to be dope, but that was then. Now Topaz is the past, and all this hype has died. Niggas are forgetting like Jennifer Lopez's ass. Oh. Who is he? Everybody ask. He's a bullshitter. One who gobbles balls for fun. You see those kids that dribble a lot, but when it comes to goals, there's none. And I know most of you are thinking soccer, because what you see here is Letolo Nyana's long lost son. With every punch I give, his face causes a friction that's directly proportionate to
I'm gobbling balls for fun. I'm a player, dog. I've been where you haven't been in. Of course I gobble balls for fun. You have to go down through a biological anatomy, down to a man's scrotum, and that shit is only reserved for motherfuckers who gobbles balls for the homosexual ones. That shit ain't never been raw where I'm from. See, I'm never softened. I got body bags in every province because I box legends often. You a man looking coffin in the middle of a crime scene, but I ain't talking police when I say all I see is the cops. You see, you wasn't teething when I shake the streets that you walk in. Respected as a god, I can charge you for every air that you breathe, so technically you owe me. To beat me, you're gonna need fighters like 5 voodoo priests and 10 sorcerers. You standing in the ring with the fucking conqueror. I'll spin your world around till everything in it is skated in outer space's darkest corners. Plus I don't need much to be super disrespectful. You can talk about how I always rape mothers and fuck up niggas' girls. That shit is alright, so watch me experimenting now. I'll stick a kitchen blade in your sister's little pussy, lift the shit up and punch your father in the face, turn your fucking house into an orphanage. Then get your grandmother and your mother and your whole fucking aunt into a fucking orgy, rip that pussy apart while you're screaming tired in the chair. I'm fucking sorry. Cause you see, Paz is a true definition of what a beast is. Mystik is a mistress, a true definition of what mist is. You a misfit that ain't fit. You a mystic that ain't fit. Hi people, say hi to Miss Bitch with no lipsticks, just teeth and a huge clit that teach when it sees big dicks. But first ask this, why do you ever name the sounds with all this whack shit? I bet you named yourself Mystik because you didn't know what the fuck it means, you just found it deep. Your swag, your concept and tracks, your moms, your raps, your poetry sessions and DUT and everything. Your entire life is as much of an irony as what we call a necromancer with a death wish. You way too far from the level of God's kid. But since you're already in a battle run, then let's start fucking with some real rap shit. I said, yo, I will flip and make 11 irrelevant rappers with make 11s and an expert beretta than render this fella with multiple shots and mistaking my hammers for a camera.
This is what I'm talking about.
How I turned Jubilee Hall into a morgue. Kidnap Ninja X and have it throw banners at your neck, put you in a plastic bag to the closest sewer like how they'll do a look shitty to a dead dog. Look at this dreadlock, retarded warthog with swallowings on his face like he bucked himself while sucking Robocop's cock. You see, we know you can talk the talk, but you can't let go of the cock. But fuck that. I've heard more jokes today than the number of times I've seen a fucking bucket hat. We can go toe to toe in the ring, but he knows he wouldn't put up with that. I will slice him up to the shoulder to prove that I'm colder. Then stick a pen with the price tag out of his head to expose how his freestyles usually have an ink odor. Yeah, I saw you smiling, like looking like you won the lotto next to Ben Sharper on that Facebook photo. Yeah, we all fans, but I could smell the standing you through the picture. And since you like the guy so much, how about I tie you to the back of his car with the barbed wire by your scrotum? Let him drive off and increase speed and momentum by looking at a wider spectrum. This bitch has rolled so much of his dick, he's probably got a loose rectum. And that's why I dissect them into smaller pieces so you can never say you live large. Fuck you. The last time we saw you, you ate a willy but you couldn't swallow fudge. You also forgot in your roots. Back in primary, gay cats like you suspect rule. Demon selling lawula, stab you in the neck so much if you were close to being dope, but since to me you like Play-Doh, it explains why you table. And that just shows that even though I'm not a boy from Mtuba, I can still kill you in vernacular. Expose your skin to the sun to dry up and then hang you with the spear for everyone to see like the Zulus did. And then with advanced chemistry, chemically his body are preserved, giving this bitch an honor he does not deserve. But believe me, it's not that, there's other motives are served. To rip out his spinal cord from his corpse to make sure if he comes back in the afterlife, he does not have the nerve.
You already know what it is.
Away. So let me get this straight. You talking about the honor that I don't deserve. Who the fuck cares about honor? My college already gave me the masters. Now that shit I guess makes our battle reserve. You see, I understand the protocols of battle rap, the politics and everything that is involved in the statistics. I can already this shit going on. There's a whole lot of cats who've been asking to get my head, but it's apparent that they can never handle the brains inside them, so I let them have that. It's alright, it's all cool. I never even prepared the third round. I just figured I'd go through a freestyle and give this kid an uppercut that will fucking cut off the first syllable of the word in his collar and put him in the last clap. Now that shit is right there if you're seeing what I'm talking about. This shit is about a mad round. You guys claiming that you can't freestyle. I mean, I've seen every politics there is. When cats be wanting somebody else to win, then they don't speak. And when it's trying to spark a free round and shit that is actually ill, they all reserve back and just spark some shit when you start to spit. So I get that. I wasn't here for a win or a lose. I was only here to teach a lesson, so listen to me speak. Freestyle battles is not a skill hunt hidden under your mustache and shit. We ain't playing no tennis game up in this bitch. You need to understand that getting on the battle can only mean you either live in one piece or you can live tied and full of stitches. You a little bitch that couldn't jump over a fence without a razor fence. How can you ever call yourself gangster in the streets? That shit ain't never been wise. Your terminology and your vocabulary lacks the synthesis. Your shit is actually like a fucking anatomy that has no bones. How can you give it a stand, let alone understand? But it's alright, it's irrelevant like that. You know what I mean? I get it down. I've been dropping some bars that will wash your throat down. You've been trying to drink some water up on the shit because H2O left the last of it to the O that you actually stand on. Real rap shit. I said, hey yo. What? I said, hey yo. Time. Now I'm ain't time. Yo, don't even understand the fact that I've been battling so much. I don't give a fuck about losing. I'm just on the language of money. The stress has been too hard, so I've been getting hard them greens. You can call it tens. Cause I hustle for a brother with a skin as brown as a 20. It's got a hustle living hard. So watch me run my frustration down and rip him apart till it's bright red as a 50. I won't even need my whole clique. Just one clip to get his tongue clipped like $100. I'll fucking run yours down when I wash down this bus. That shit has always been about money. Even though close or far range, I still bless your domain. My range will fucking leave the whole state on pieces like retail chickens on plate. You see what I said? My punchlines have been basically demolishing you. But since your fan base got me feeling like a foreigner in my own home, then you gonna spit your whack shit and they're gonna make a sound to that and shit. And that, my brother, is how I lost to fudge. And the fact that you saying I couldn't swallow fudge, well, that's because I'm allergic to sweet shit.
But you're the most unattractive bitch in this room. But before we get deep into anything else, I'd like to analyze his rhymes. Sacrifice a little bit of bars just to look deep into his lines. So listen carefully before I may never say this shit ever again. He said he will send the nigga to hell with all his disciples and following there to set his demonstrates like he was showing an example. Whoa! Demonstrate and demonstrate. I should kidnap this little fetus from an incubator and put him in the coldest room with not a single ventilator. Throw him hardcore punches like Ali, but not the gator. Because today you did become a traitor. These people paid money to see you deliver more bars than the later. But you still came up shorter than me and 4 midgets in an elevator. Yeah, I'm a short motherfucker. It's not really hard to see, but you really do pride yourself in standing up to me. This is a faggot. You can't even get that you a pathetic habitat trying to adapt to this new rap shit. Fuck, toilet time.